Welcome back, guys. Thank you for joining me today. It's a hot day in East Texas. You can hear the cicadas. Whenever you can hear those, you know it's hot outside. So today I want to talk about something that hopefully can light a fire underneath some of your behinds. Motivation is hard to come by. And I mean, motivation, to be honest, is cheap. What we really need is discipline. But hopefully today I can kickstart some of you into doing something good for your mental health. But before we get into this, guys, if you want a program that's going to help you throughout the rest of the summer and especially to get better before the holidays, to help you get started on recovery, my course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp, is down below in the description and in the first pinned comment. If you use code Anxiety Recovery, it'll save $20 on an already affordable course. Tons of videos step-by-step packed into that course. So if you want structure and you want something that's going to guide you through, it's my blueprint on how I got through panic disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, and health anxiety. So if I did it, you can too. But it was one of the hardest things I've ever had to deal with, guys. And today I want to talk about just some of the roughest days, right? Those bad days where you just wake up and you feel it in the pit of your stomach. You wake up and the nerves are already there and you already feel like you're behind. You wake up to a fast heart rate or skipped beats or PVCs or whatever you're dealing with, right? You wake up and your head already feels like there's a band wrapped around it, or you feel, some of you are waking up nauseous and throwing up in the morning. And for some of you, this is most days, but there are some of you that are trying to get better. You're doing some things, you see a little bit of light, maybe you've done good for a little bit, and then you wake up and you just have a really god-awful day, and it can be so discouraging. And I remember going through this, having maybe a couple days, or maybe yesterday wasn't so bad, and I think I'm turning a corner with this thing, and then I wake up and it's just bad and doom and gloom right from the get-go. And then I would find myself just beating myself up or wonder, why me, why? We start to really feel sorry for ourselves, and we, what did I do wrong, and this and that, and this and that, And to be honest, if we really do think about things, we can find some things that we can improve, or there's something that we still need to be doing that we haven't done yet, and that's why we're not recovering faster or getting to where we need to be, and that's why these bad days keep happening. But we just start beating ourselves up. Why me? God, please just get rid of this, and I'll do anything to get my life back, and you start to cry. I wish I was a better father, a mother, a husband, a wife. I can't do anything. Now I feel like I can't go to the store. I can't travel. This just, every time I think I get a step ahead, I get 2 or 3 steps back. I'm just here to tell you, and this may be a little bit of tough love, but hey, I've already been through this, guys, and I wish somebody would have told me, your anxiety is not going to feel sorry for you and stop because of that kind of response. And we'll spend the whole day doing it, and then we'll still feel like crap. And in that one bad day, you know what happens. It's like it started a whole nother cycle, and if we don't do things the right way on that first day and we just let it make us spiral and respond in fear all day and woe is me and why me and all this stuff, it'll turn into 2 days, 3 days, a week, a month, or even longer. Bam, now we're in a new cycle, and now we have an extra sensitive nervous system all over again, and now we got to fight and claw our way out of it. So when you have a really bad day, and especially if you've had some good time before, you have to try to get something good out of it, something positive. You need to turn it into a learning experience. Sure, we can try to explore where did I go wrong, but sometimes we're just going to get a randomly bad day sometimes. But what could I be doing better? Let it light a fire under your butt, man. Like, if you're sick of these bad days and everything like that, and there's something that you're reluctant to do, that thing that you're reluctant to do is going to get you there. That means that you still have work to do. There's still things that you have to fix. Some of you are putting off, going for walks in the morning or working out. Maybe you're walking, but you're not taking it to the next level and you're not working out because you're nervous about it. Some of you found a cool diet that's really healthy and you've seen some great things, and there's some foods on there that you like and you could probably stick to it. And you want to try to lose weight to feel better about your health, and it would just be good for you in your body chemistry and anxiety to lose a little bit of weight. But you're putting it off for some reason. You got the money, you know what's going to happen. You've just been putting it off. Some of you got a book on the shelf that's about anxiety recovery, and you're not reading it. Maybe because you feel like your anxiety is too bad for you to focus on anything. Some of you have a course. Some of you haven't tried therapy yet. Some of you, what else? I haven't tried meditation. Haven't looked into positive affirmations. Some of you are putting off gratitude affirmations. Here's a good one. because I had horrible cardiophobia, and a lot of you have that problem. Let it light a fire under your butt to be like, you know what, man, this sucks. I'm tired of this. For now on, I'm not going to check my heart rate whenever I get anxious. I'm just going to practice letting go of control in that regard. It only triggers me. And if it is low and it gives me some comfort, I'm still a slave to it. I know I need to stop doing that. This day is so bad, and I've already spent my time crying about it and whining about it and everything like that. I'm going to try to turn it into something good, because I know that feeling sorry for myself is not going to help me, and it's just making me feel darker and more hopeless and helpless and all that. So I'm going to turn it into something good. I've been putting off stopping checking my heart rate for a long time. I'm going to do that. It can be something small that can make a big difference. Because think about how many times you checked your heart rate and you're like, oh my God. You know what I mean? So it's almost like the frustration and the anger that you have too, because there's crying and feeling sorry for yourself, but there's also just frustration and anger. Bottle it up and use it. You know what I mean? Don't take it out on other people. Take it out on anxiety. You know what I mean? Like, now I'm going to, do that thing. I'm going to stand up to that anxiety bully. I'm going to do what I've been putting off. I'm going to start responding differently. I'm going to write down a list of my anxiety-related behaviors, like getting up and pacing, or I have to distract myself or ground myself every time. No, I want to start facing it, because I am sick of days like this where I get my butt kicked all day. From the time I wake up to if I'm lucky enough to go to sleep. I'm going to let this day be a reminder that I need to be proactive and start doing the things that I'm reluctant to do. The things that you are most reluctant to do right now in your recovery process, if you think about it, make a list of them. For some of you, it's like 1 or 2 things. For some of you, it's 20 things. Those are the things that are going to get you there and get you there faster. Example, I was reluctant to exercise just because I was scared it was going to, it would trigger me every time I would try, but there was like this barrier I just was not willing to go through, and I needed to do it. I got all the reassurance from the doctors, but I had to tell myself that I was okay. I needed to see for myself. Exercise was what was going to bring it all together, that internal reassurance, But I put it off. I put it off for over 2 years. And then finally, I just got frustrated, and I did what I'm trying to get you guys to do. And I was just like, you know what? I'm frustrated and angry. I'm tired of crying about this. I'm tired of feeling bad for myself and just like, why me? Why? I need to do something about this, man. Because this isn't a way to live. I'm not even living anymore. It's funny, I'm so scared of dying every 2 minutes, but I'm not even really living. So I might as well go out there and do my exercise. I might as well, test it out with my exposure to whatever it is. I might as well, right? I'm not even living anymore. This isn't living. It's technically, I guess, we're breathing. But I'm miserable every day, and even whenever I do fun things and stuff like that, there's a cloud that follows me around, or there's always a dull ache here, or there's always... Use that frustration or anger, whatever you want to call it, and harness it in a good way to light a little fire or a big fire, whatever you want to call it, to get you motivated to kickstart something that you've been reluctant to do. And hold yourself accountable, guys. A lot of you are waiting and just trying to get through the day. I get it, I understand. When we feel miserable, we just want to get through today, and we hope that things will just be better tomorrow. Guys, it's going to be waiting for you tomorrow unless you start making changes today. It'll be there tomorrow unless you start making changes today. So stop waiting. Comment down below in the comment section in all caps, I will stop waiting. And again, if you need extra help, if you want guidance, if you want strategy, if you like things in a step-by-step format, and if you want a routine that's going to tell you what to do every single day to get better, my course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp, will have you covered on that. Let's get ahead of this before the holidays get here. Let's have a good holiday season this year, So I'm going to put a code, Anxiety Recovery. Again, it's going to save $20 on something that's already very affordable. And the good thing is, guys, you get it for life. So you can go through it as many times as you want whenever it's needed. All right. So please like this video if you got value. And I will be talking to you guys hopefully tomorrow.